Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss a very important issue on section 142A that talks about estimation of value of assets by the valuation officer. In the present case, a very limited issue was there before the Honorable Allahabad High Court, and the issue was that if the assessing officer wants to make the reference to the valuation officer for the valuation of the assets, so in that case, if the assessing officer does not reject the books of accounts before referring to the valuation officer, so whether in that case the assessment done on the valuation report of the DVO is valid. This issue has been taken up by the court in the case of Principal Commissioner of Income Tax versus Parmarth Iron Private Limited, and this case is reported in 478 ITR at page number 452, and the date of the judgment is 8th April 2024. In the present case, the assessment year is 2004-2005. The assessing officer was of the view that the assets has been shown not at the market value of the assets. So the assessing officer made a reference to the valuation officer under section 142A. But when this reference was made to the valuation officer, before that reference, the books of accounts of the assessee were not rejected by the learned assessing officer. After being made reference to the DVO sent its report to the assessing officer on 14th June 2006. And after getting the report from the DVO, the assessing officer rejected the books of accounts of the assessee which were not rejected earlier before making the reference to the DVO, and made the addition accordingly. It was the plea of the assessee that the books of accounts should be rejected prior to making the reference to the DVO, but this contention was rejected by the assessing officer and even by the CIT appeal. So when this matter was before the Honorable Tribunal, the Tribunal was of the view that on the conjoint reading of section 144, 145, 142A, it is very clear that if the assessing officer is not satisfied with the valuation of the assets, then he can do so, but only after rejecting the books of accounts of the assessee. Since in the present case, the procedure of law has not been followed. First of all, the reference report, valuation report has been called for, and then the books of accounts has been rejected on that basis. That is not the correct procedure of law, and hence the tribunal quashed the assessment proceedings on the sole ground that the valuation to the DVO was made without rejecting the books of accounts of the assessee. The revenue carried this matter to the High Court. The High Court said that in the present case, there is no anonymity in deleting the demand by the tribunal, and since the reference has been made to the department valuation officer without rejecting the books of accounts, then in that case the whole assessment proceedings are bad in law. The revenue was pleading that there was no prejudice to the assessee, since ultimately the books of accounts have been rejected by the assessing officer after getting the valuation report. So the court said that this is not the right way of doing the assessment. First of all, the books of accounts should be rejected, and then reference to the valuation officer should be made, and then after getting the report of the DVO, a proper opportunity should be given to the assessee for confronting or to challenge that DVO report. Friends, this case also reminds us of a Honorable Supreme Court judgment in the case of Chandra Kishore Jha versus Mahavir Prasad, which is decided in 1999 and which is reported in 8 SCC at page number 266, which says that if the law prescribes a method to do a work in a particular manner, then that work is to be done in that particular manner and no in any other manner. And there is also one established principle of law that if some breach of provision of any law is there, then there is no need to establish that some prejudice has caused to the assessee. Then it will be presumed that if the law has been breached and if the law has not been followed, there is a prejudice to the assessee. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Principal Commissioner of Income Tax versus Parmath Iron Private Limited, and this case is reported in 478 ITR at page number 452, and the date of the judgment is 8th April 2024. Thank you, friends.